Today we're going to talk about the weapons of Modern Warfare 2. M4A1 is the gun that you can basically get as soon as you come in. It's fully automatic, not really much recoil at all. The damage says it's low, but it's definitely a good gun. I definitely compare it to either the SCAR or the ACR. So if you're a fully automatic person, you'll definitely be able to move up from the M4, up through the SCAR, and then eventually to the ACR and probably even the AK, because they're all very similar. The FAMAS is much like the M16. It's a 3-round burst, very high accuracy, very high damage, very fast fire rate as well. Definitely a good gun if you're a 3-round burst person that loves the M16. The FAMAS can definitely start you off. The SCAR, as I was saying, it's just like the M4A1. The SCAR is very high accuracy. It's not that much recoil. Reload time's a little slow. Fire rate's maybe just a little bit slower than the M4A1, but it makes up for it in damage. And as you know, all of these guns have pretty much the same attachments, which I'll show you in a minute. The TAR-21, not a very good weapon in my eyes. I put my hands on it a couple times. I don't like it that much. It's fully automatic. It recoils a lot. The FAL, definitely much like the M14 from Call of Duty 4. Single shot at a time. Very high recoil. Well, not necessarily much recoil, but it's just it gets a little annoying to shoot over and over and over, but definitely has a high capacity of rounds. Overall, a pretty good weapon if you like tapping that trigger a lot. And then of course we're gonna go ahead and go over to the M16A4. Definitely a good weapon to use. I've used it plenty of times in Call of Duty 4. It's just alike as it is in Modern Warfare 2. As you can see, accuracy's high, damage, range, fire rate, mobility all high. It's pretty good from the hip as well. Definitely a great gun. ACR, once again, it's just as good as it is in the campaign. It's absolutely wonderful weapon. A lot of noobs usually use it, as it compares to the SCAR and the M4A1. So if you're that type of person, you'll love it. I've even unlocked a few attachments with it. As you can see, all these attachments are available for all the other guns, and they're all pretty good. The F2000, just like the TAR-21, do not like this weapon. It's got a lot of recoil. Not much I can even really say. To me, it's a piece of garbage, just a filler gun to throw in. If you like it, get used to it. Let me know some tips. And then of course we're about to go into the AK-47, which, as you know, was a big gun in Call of Duty 4. It shot through a lot of walls and very good bullet penetration. Not that much accuracy on long range. If you get about 20-25 yards away, it starts letting go of the accuracy pretty bad, but overall definitely very good close quarters gun. As you can see, there's just a few more attachments. Holographic sight and heartbeat sensor are definitely key on all the assault rifles, of course, as the silencer is, and if you're a red dot person, that as well. Grenade launcher, not a big fan of that, but definitely had to use it to get the shotgun. And silencer is always a really good attachment for a lot of wood games. ACOG scope's not my biggest favorite because it takes up a lot of your peripheral vision. And FMJ, I have to use it more a little bit to get used to it, but it's a pretty good perk if you want to get all your challenges done. And as of course, the heartbeat sensor and holographic sight once again are very good. I use Bling Pro most of the time, and I'm always using the holographic and the heartbeat because they both kind of help me out. They have really good sight and really good constant UAV. I haven't really unlocked anything for these other guns. I've picked them up, I've tried them out, they're not my favorite. Now we're going to move on to submachine guns. MP5K, really good close quarters gun. Once you get close, the recoil just goes crazy on it. I wouldn't suggest aiming with it that much unless you're very close, but definitely a good spray gun if you're that kind of person. UMP45, the UMP, very, very good submachine gun. Slow rate of fire in my eyes, but it definitely makes up for it for range. If you tap it just right, it'll go forever. Red dot sight and silencer are really good on this map. I haven't gotten a chance to do the holographic sight. I know Akimbo's really not good on it because you can't aim at all, and it doesn't hit that much. But definitely the red dot and silencer are good. Vector, haven't used it that much. Used it in the campaign. It's a very good gun. It is fully automatic. Not too much recoil. The UMP and the Vector to me are probably about the best. P90, definitely a good gun as always. To me, you have to have stopping power on it to get a kill. In the time that you want or not, you're going to be firing like half your clip. To me, it just eats bullets, and it's just a spray gun. Mini Uzi, Pretty good gun. I think it's a lot better than it was in Call of Duty 4 in terms of the damage on it. In Call of Duty 4 is really just a filler gun. Definitely a good weapon to use now. And now we're going to check out the LMGs. The L86 LSW, picked it up earlier today. Definitely a very good weapon. The sights on it, even from the iron sights, are awesome. Definitely a really good gun. The recoil is not that bad on it. You could probably get about 5 to 7 shots off before it starts recoiling. I think the L86 and the RPD are probably the best LMGs, if not the MG4. If you play Call of Duty 4, you know the RPD is a great weapon. Once again, you probably get about 5 to 7 rounds before it starts recoiling, so it's almost like a sniper. The MG4, definitely a great weapon. Wasn't in Call of Duty 4, it's in this one. It reminds me of the SAW, but it seems a lot better than the SAW because there's no not that much recoil at all. The AUG, definitely, I don't like this gun at all. It has a low ammo. I don't know, it's just too big. It's not good enough if you ever have to drop shot or you get close quarters. All you can do is spray with it. I don't like this gun at all. It recoils crazy. After about 3 shots, it just starts recoiling all over the place. And the same thing with the M240 SAW. Definitely recoils a lot. Once again, you probably only get about 3 rounds before it starts recoiling. If you like LMGs and you like to spray it, that'd probably be your gun. Now for the sniper rifles. The Intervention is definitely a really good gun. It's a single shot. A lot of people compare it to the Barrett 50 cal, excluding the way the Barrett 50 cal is semi-auto. The thermal sight on this gun is amazing for a lot of maps like high rise and any woodland map like Estate. It's awesome. I never used the silencer on this gun. I did it one time. It was a complete fail. The Barrett was my first weapon I used because I trusted it, but just like on Call of Duty 4, to me the Barrett will never be a continuously one shot, one kill. Its consistency isn't that great, so I go Intervention. WA-2000, it's too big and bulky. The scope and the scope lids take up pretty much the right side of my whole screen, so I'm like, what the hell am I using? You know, is this like an alien blaster or something like that? It's just garbage. M21 looks absolutely amazing on this game. If you've ever watched Black Hawk Down, that's what Shugart was using. As you can see, it looks just like it. And the M21's amazing gun. Definitely a good gun you can aim and fire really fast with. So I'd definitely try that one out when you get the chance. The riot shield, self-explanatory. Be sure you crouch when you're up on somebody or they can shoot your feet. And that's pretty much for the riot shield. G18, a lot of recoil. M93 Raffica surprised me because it was an M9 and it has that little stand that goes up under your arm, which looks retarded, but it's absolutely a wonderful gun. Definitely the best machine pistol. Spaz 12, pumps too slow, not a fan of it. AA12, fires too fast. Still a good gun, but it fires too fast. The Striker, definitely, probably, besides the, without a doubt, besides the Model 1887, the Striker is the beast of this game. The only thing that would beat it that's close to it is the Ranger, but the Ranger only has up to 4 bullets. The Striker has probably about 9. The accuracy is amazing on it. The fire rate's amazing on it. It's a great weapon. Rangers, pretty much everybody puts them on akimbo. 4 shots total, just like the Model 1887s. M1014. Just like Call of Duty 4, except there's only 4 shots this time. Not a very good weapon. And then of course the Model 1887s probably have about 10-15 yards range on them with akimbo. Everybody's already starting to hate them. They're good guns. The USP, I'm not a fan of the one-shot pistols anymore because they seem old. But definitely the Magnum is awesome. I would go Magnum over Desert Eagle any day, because to me the Desert Eagle just has that same recoil like it did in Call of Duty 4, and the Magnum just is perfect at its shots. It's just like a real life Magnum if you ever get to get the chance to pick one up. Sorry about that. The AT4, I recently took it on a corner of high rise and fired it to the other corner and got a spawn kill. It is the most accurate bazooka on this game, and it only takes a second to pull out. The Stinger, self-explanatory, it's for, planes. Thumper, just like a noob tube. The Javelin is what everybody's using. Right now they're doing a little glitch where you can fire as soon as you die, so when you die, it blows up. And there you go. That's your weapons guide for Modern Warfare 2. Thanks for watching. This is I'm a Beast Dude. See you in the game.